Hey guys, welcome back. It is January 3rd, and this is the third video of the year that I've already posted. Now, it's not part of a New Year's resolution because I really don't make those anymore. And secondly, it's not intentional. I just have some time at night right now and some stuff I want to talk about. So today, it's really more about what it is I do. Now, if you guys have followed me all the way through, I don't openly market really anything. People just call, or not even call, they just go to Instagram, get a hold of me, ask me questions on how they get cars to me to clean, if I do group subs, and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd kind of address that in this video and just show you what it is I do when myself and someone else like yourself ends up working together. So I'm going to flip this thing around and we're going to go right into a full slide deck. If you guys have worked with me in the past, you've gotten a deck. It might not look exactly like this because over the course of time, I always look back at my work and I always try to improve upon it. This one I feel is pretty good. I don't know, it's pretty thorough, I would think. And I'm going to be using it moving forward. But any feedback, obviously, when you guys see this, is greatly appreciated. And hope you guys enjoy it. We'll go from there. So let's just dive right in. All right, so first thing that happens when you send me your cards and I get them is I log them in. So I scan every single card with high definition, high resolution pictures. So you see front and back just like this of every single card that comes in. This is going to be an example here. Thank you, Marcus, by the way. I'm going to use this as an example for this video. So as you can see, the title of the card's up top so you can know that it's here and you confirm everything. Second page, I always kind of break it down. It's a little bit easier. Now this is a little bit newer. I've done the same pictures and stuff like that and centering for everyone else, but I've added just where it lands with each company so that you can take the guesswork out and just know that, you know, that's where it falls within their guidelines. So for example, this one, front centering, PSA 10, SGC 10, BGS 95. You can see left to right is 53.47, top to bottom is 51.49. Do the same for the back for you so you'll know that because your card gets a 9, it's not because of centering, it's something else. So same thing, back centering, I note it, PSA 10, SGC 10, BGS 95 for you. And then I take pictures of every single flaw that I can find for you, and I'll do a before and after. Now before your page actually looks like this, it's typically just gonna have a before, because I'm gonna add the after to the right hand side. After we have a discussion, you give me permission to make changes as far as cleaning, and then if you're good with that part, I post the pictures afterwards whether they were successful or not. So that way you just know. So every card's gonna be different, obviously, just because some cards will have more flaws than others, but you get the gist of it. Before and after is right there. And then another one here, you see scratch on the left and scratch on the right is gone. Page 3, scratch on the left, scratch on the right is gone. Page 4, scratch on the left, scratch on the right is gone. Page 5, same thing. So you kind of see that I'm doing, you know, what I'm telling you that I'm going to try to do. Like I said, not always successful, but a lot of the times your car's going to come back in a lot of condition, in a better condition than when you send it out to me. Page 8 right there, same thing. You'll see the scratches are gone. Page 9, page 10, little scuffs and everything like that, they're no longer there. Next card, Wanyama, and sometimes these cards come to me. There's tons of flaws on them. Record is still set by Tim over in Singapore. I'm just kidding, man. Hope you're doing well. But either way, we're going to use this Victor. There was a lot, and I showed him why. But first things first, I don't skip the process just because the card doesn't look great. Same thing, I'll let you know its centering's good. Centering's good over here. And then you'll see notable issues. Both top corners on the front have white. Bottom left is also white. Bottom right is perfectly clean. So I make sure I include that one so you can see the difference. And then in the future, ideally, if you want to continue kind of working alongside me, you can kind of get a better idea of what might not be a waste of your money. Because once you send it to me, I charge you. That's what it is. More notable issues you'll see left-hand side. I'm going to show you kind of just like a lot of the little white dots on this Victor Wanyama. And then you'll see here notable issues on the right-hand side. A lot of little circles, those are print defects. And it's all over this card. Page 4, page 5, 6. I'm going fast. 5, sorry. 6, you'll see on the trunks. 7, under the ball. And then the picture on the right, there's a print line that's going right through. 8, you'll see right there as well. 9, I messed up, I put 10 here, but it's 9, so you'll see more issues. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and now, like I said, I'm going to take pictures of cleanup. Usually they're side by side, but this one had a lot of issues, so I just put them on separate slides itself, just because it makes zero sense even after cleaning to grade it. But I still want to make sure you understand that I'm still going to do what you're paying me to do. So cleaning it up, you can see any differences, but it did improve a little bit in a lot of areas. A lot of the white is not as white. Some of the specks are smaller, some of the specks are gone. Some of the scratches are gone itself too, as far as the print line goes. But you'll see here, continuing on, and I'll show you basically everything that I did on the card, like I said, regardless. But sometimes I will step in and say, unless it's PC, I don't recommend grading this card. So you can kind of see why there. So more there. Next card here is a 2014 Panini Prism Mike Evans Silver Prism. So note that there's the photos. It's such a cool card to begin with. Centering, same thing. You know it's a PSA 10, SGC 9, BGS 85. Back centering shows PSA 10, SGC 9, BGS 95. So this one should ideally go to PSA realistically, if you did send it. Before and after, left hand side, as you can see, there's quite a bit of action going on over there. Right hand side, there's only a little bit of action left. Page 2, lots of deep scratches, and a couple of them stayed, but most of them are gone. Page 3, see right there above the helmet. Page 4, just looks very different. It's very clean compared to what it was. 5, same thing. A lot of the scuffs are no longer there and scratches. 6, 7, 8, 9, and you can see there's quite a bit on this card. So this is the work I put in at the end of the day. You know, and a lot of these cards, when they come in, a lot of you guys I know feel like they're pretty clean, and when I show you, it's just, you know, it feels so bad. It's like I'm a doctor giving horrible news. But hey, you know, the good news is that, you know, typically a lot of these can be improved. I mean, you look at this page right here, before and after, there's a big difference. Page 13, 14, 15, there's a nice healthy scratch right there across the middle of the screen over there, and then on the right hand side, that one's gone. Page 16, more scratches. 17, scratches gone. 18, gone. 19, gone. 20, also gone. 21 looks a lot better. And then right there, I don't know when it went, 20, 21, 20, it should be 22. It's a lot of pages. So as you can see, it's a lot different. The card looks a lot cleaner. And then bottom left corner, it's pretty messed up, but do what you can, and it does look better than it did. Same thing here, this page, you'll see scratches are gone. Page 23, scratches are gone. 24, right under the buck. You'll see on the left hand side, that's what it looked like before, and on the right side, it's what it looked like after. Backside, show you the corner. Like I said, I still will work on it, but if it doesn't improve, I still give you a picture. 26, you'll see, same thing, corner. 27, this is the back of the card. You see the middle of the card is a complete mess on the left, and then on the right it looks a lot better. Next one's a Jordan Love pink camo, front centering PSA 10, SGC 10, BGS 95. Back centering PSA 10, SGC 9, BGS 9. Just makes it easy for everyone. Before and after. So on the M, scratches. Scratch on the left, scratch gone on the right. Issues on the left, different than the right. Same thing, before and after. You guys get to see all of it. And then there's a nice scratch across his nose. It's horizontal, right across his nose, all the way to the left side of his face mask. His left, not ours. Same thing, and then you'll see on the right hand side, it's gone. Right here, the scratch that's on the little circle thing, that's vertical, it is gone. Those scratches right by the football, they are gone. Those are print lines, they're actually no longer there. On the sock, or whatever you want to call it, there's a scuff and also a scratch. Those are gone. Right there, those are also gone. Next card, Tyrese Hilburn. This was probably his cleanest card. Centering PSA 10 SGC 10 BGS 95. Back centering also PSA 10 SGC 10 BGS 95. Before and after, just a little bit smudgy, a little dirty, some small scratches, but as you can see, it's cleaned up on the right hand side. The card looks a lot cleaner. Second one, the scratch is no longer there as well. Those were the only 2 flaws, I believe, on this card. So that one's probably one we're definitely sending in. Next one is another card. It's number 2575. It's for Elliot Anderson. Same thing. PSA 10 SGC 9 BGS 9 for centering. Back centering PSA 10 SGC 10 BGS 95. Before and after, you can see right there on the left hand side, looks like it just went through a key fight. On the right hand side, it's cleaned up. Before and after right there, same thing, smudges and scratches all gone. Print line across the lion, that is now gone as well. Lion's face. All the little smudges right there and scratches, they are no longer there. That scratch is gone as well, the horizontal one, and all the little scuffs under the jersey. Same thing over here, the scratches, you can see the diagonal ones, they are no longer present. More scuffs, gone. Scratch gone. On the knee itself, there's a little bit more scratches and scuffs, and those are also gone. Right across his Johnson there, it's gone as well. Not his Johnson, just a scratch. And then another one right there, that vertical line is no longer present. And then that mess that was on the left-hand side is now very clean. Corners I show you, looks the same. Actually, it's a little bit better. And then the bottom right corner as well, all the dirt came off, but you know, and that's really what I'm showing you over there. And then this one was a PSA 9. I did a video on cracking this out a couple days ago. So this one, it is an autographed. Before he reached out to me with this card, he asked if I had a chance at a 10, but he thought the centering was heavy. I told him it wasn't. But a lot of times, you know, you never know till you measure it. So when I measured it, same thing, PSA 10 standards, SGC 10, and also BGS 95 on the front, PSA 10, SGC 10, BGS 95 on the back. And then afterwards, before I crack the card, we go through and I showed Marcus like what it looked like in the slab, and there's so many scratches on this slab that you can't see anything. So we decided to crack it anyway. And after that, I did the inspection, same thing, so you can see before and after. So before, on the left-hand side, it's just a little bit dirty. Right-hand side, it's a little bit cleaner. Second one, there's a nice line. As you can see, a scratch on the left-hand side that is no longer present on the right. Scuff there in the line, and it's still there. Just a small hairline, print line right there by his hair. After that, same thing. Other side, scratches are gone on the top. Two little scuffs are gone. Before and after right here, the scratch is gone, and also the little circular mess is gone. Topps Chrome logo, left-hand side compared to the right. And then the little scratches. And this is something you guys note. Remember, this was a PSA 9. This is what I cracked out, and this is part of the reason why. This is what was under the slab. So, print line right there. And then more scuffs. More scuffs, more lines. And then the little white dot is gone. Same thing over here, the little scratch that's diagonal across from the I and S. You guys can see that one's gone. Also, the little white mark above the R is also gone. Bottom left, however, it cleaned up okay. It didn't clean up all the way, but you can see there's a drastic improvement. The print line and the scratches are gone. The little circular white things are still there. Auto itself, you can see on the left-hand side, there's a lot of scratches on it. And then the right-hand side, the scratches are no longer present. Same thing over here, scratches on the left-hand side, vertical, all across the Z. And also, I think it's an R. There's just scratches everywhere. Right-hand side, cleaned up. Looks good. So, do I think there's a chance at a 10? I do. But as you can see, there are some things that do remain. So, whenever I see that, I always think, you know, it's going to be 50-50. Most of the time, I think it's a 9. PSA often surprises me, but when I see him, I just have like a different standard, I feel sometimes. But, you know, good luck. I think you have a legitimate shot, though. And then there's another slab here, 2020 Topps Kareem Adeyemi refractor. This came back at PSA 5. So he was looking at it, couldn't really figure out why they gave him a 5. And then until I got it in hand, I wouldn't know either, but I did. But I don't skip the I don't skip the steps. I still do the centering so you can see everything. So PSA 10 there, PSA 10 there as far as center goes. So you know that you didn't get a 5 because of centering. Next is I found the reason why. As you can see right here, picture on the back. You see where the light kind of hits, and then you'll see where it just dies. It just goes into the shadow realm right there. So that is kind of like a bubble up, almost a little, it's not quite a crease, not quite a wrinkle, but definitely there was probably either some moisture at some point or it was bent a little bit harder than you'd like, and it kind of stayed there. So that is why you got a PSA 5 on that one, and that is why we don't crack it. We didn't crack this one, obviously. So a lot of times that saves you money, because if you crack and resub and you don't see it yourself, well, you're just giving PSA more money to give you a 5 again. So anyways, that is the entire presentation over there. There's a lot of dialogue that goes on here as well in the comments, as far as within the slide, not the comment section down below here on YouTube. So Marcus and I and everyone else that I work with, we have a lot of conversations back and forth about the thoughts about the card. We kind of go through the analyzation of, I analyze all the things and summarize it for you. And at the end of the day, it's your decision based on what you see before and after, if it's something that you decide that you want to send to the grading company of your choice. So that's kind of what I do in a nutshell. You know, if you guys find value in that, awesome. There's a lot of people that don't do this. Obviously, that's a lot cheaper than I am, and it's probably a reason for it, to be honest with you. I'm not bashing anyone, but I have OCD, so I'm seriously just like, I can't help it with the details. It's just what it is. But thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully it builds a lot more clarity. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. I always answer. And if it works out between the two of us, I'm happy to help you out. If it doesn't, it's not a big deal. So once again, I'll catch you guys soon with more reveals and probably a little bit more content as I think of things. But thank you again and have a good day.